how to get unlimited entries for Ultimate Gauntlet on FC26. Quickly, if you need any EA FC26 coins, make sure to check out mulefactory.com. They're linked in the description, they're cheap and reliable, and make sure to use my discount code IHASFC26 for a discount at checkout. So Ultimate Gauntlet is the new mode on Ultimate Team, and as you can see, you get 1 entry per day into the Gauntlet. If you want the full rewards, you get 3 matches, and you want to win match 1, 2, and 3. However, if you lose your games, there is a way where you can still retry without having to wait another whole day. So I have my team, we'll just go in as normal. So if you win the game, you of course can keep playing. However, if you are going to lose a game, this is where the glitch comes in handy. So I'm in game, and for example, let's imagine I'm going to lose the first match of the Gauntlet. So even if you know you're going to lose the first match, you cannot let the game finish. You need to quit before the match ends. So I'm losing the game. Say you know you're going to lose, it gets to the 80th minute. You simply just need to quit the first match. Let me kick the ball out of play. For the first match, you just quit by using the menu if you are going to lose. If you win, of course, head into the second match, but now we'll get to the next step. So the first match, if you are going to lose and you quit, you then have to forfeit the next 2 games. So we'll go into game 2 and we'll quit normally, but for the third match, you cannot quit using the pause method. You have to go to the dashboard and close the application. So of course you need the full team still, but here we have my squad. Let me just change the keeper. We can go into the second match. And again, since we lost the first game, we need to quit all 3 matches. So game 2, we're just going to go in and we will quit. So game 2, again, we will be a good Samaritan and give this guy a win by quitting. So yeah, we'll let him have a goal. And then of course, as soon as you lose a game, you need to quit. So game 2, we just quit simply. And now for game 3, when we quit, we have to close the application or dashboard, however you would call that on your platform. So I've got my third team and we're going into the third match. But for this one, when we quit, you can't pause and quit. You need to close the application. So we're in game, we will give this guy a goal. And then for this one, you can't do the normal quit. You need to go to your dashboard and come up here and close the application. So do the same on Xbox, or if you're on a different console, you have to close the application in game 3. The other game 1 and 2, it doesn't matter, but game 3, you must close the application. So now let's load back into Ultimate Team, and you will see we still have an entry for Ultimate Gauntlet. So here we can see just loading into Ultimate Team again, and we can see I got a disconnection warning. That's fine. We'll just mark that as understood. If we go play, and then we should see the Ultimate Gauntlet, we can see my entry say 0 out of 1. However, if I view the event here, we can actually play the event, and it lets us go into a game. So I don't know how long this glitch will be working. We of course can see the progress. It says I lost the matches, which I did, but we can still play the game. You can see this is the team I just used, and we can load up and queue the Gauntlet once again. So pretty much in summary, if you win the matches, you can keep playing. Of course, you're restarting because you want to get the 3 wins in a row to get the objective card. If you are going to lose a game, you cannot let the match end. You must quit before the match ends. And if it is the third match, you must dashboard the game. Of course, if you lose game 1, you just quit game 2, dashboard game 3. If you win game 1 and then you lose on game 2, you'll quit on game 2 and dashboard on game 3. And if you win game 1 and 2, but you know you're going to lose on match 3, again, you will just dashboard game 3. So I hope this helped you out. Let me know how many attempts this takes you to get all 3 wins in a row. If you want to play it safe, you can just dashboard every single game so you don't get it mixed up if you're going to lose. And that way you can just keep trying the Gauntlet. I'm sure with people dashboarding and quitting, it's probably going to make it easier to win because you're going to come against people giving you 3 wins. But let me know how you get on. Thanks for watching and see you next time.